Hi there, welcome to my channel. And this time, we are gonna learn about a grammar lesson. Last grammar video, I presented about the zero conditional type of sentences. So this time, we will learn about the first conditional sentences. Okay, so again, in this episode, we will learn about first conditional sentences. Now, the question is, what are first conditional sentences? Well, first conditional sentences are sentences that express a real or probable situation that will possibly happen in the future. So you're talking about possibilities that this situation will happen most likely in the future. Now, what is the purpose of writing first conditional type of sentences? Simply because you want to talk about plans, promises, warnings, or you want to persuade people. Okay, so let's start with the structure of the first conditional type of sentence. Okay, if you see here, uh, basically there are two parts. The condition clause. Clause means like the group of words, and the result clause. So let's start with the condition clause. If we work hard, this clause becomes a condition clause because of the word if. So if there is no if, that can never be a condition clause, okay? But actually sometimes it can be when, so either if or when. But generally we use if in the condition clause. Your verb in the condition clause should be in the present simple form, okay? So this is our basic structure. Present simple form of verb in the condition clause, like here, if we work hard. Work is our verb. It doesn't have an S because the subject is we, counted as plural, right? So present simple. Plus your result clause. Result clause is the consequence of your condition, okay? So let's read this. We will finish the project on time. What is our verb here? Obviously, it is will finish. And will finish is in the future simple form. Okay? So present simple in the condition clause and future simple in the result clause. That makes conditional type 1 sentence or first conditional sentence. And remember, always put comma after your condition clause. So if your condition clause comes first, put comma, then your result clause. No clause, wrong sentence. But if it is the other way around, like what I have presented in the zero conditional, if you want to take a review of it, click this link above. Okay? If it's like the result clause will come first, no comma before the condition clause. Okay? So let's have some more examples. If I go to Italy next week for work, comma, I'll visit the Colosseum. Now, if here is in the first clause, so this must be our condition clause. If I go to Italy next week for work, our verb is, yes, go. And go is in the present simple form. Now, let's go to the result clause. I'll visit the Colosseum. Our verb is, will visit. Now, where is will? So here is now a contraction form, meaning you combined or merged two words, I and will. It becomes I'll. But still, our verb is will, or this one will visit. Okay? Now, will visit is obviously in the future simple form. So we have present simple in the condition clause, will visit, future simple in the result clause. That makes a first conditional type of sentence. Another sentence. If I have time tomorrow, comma, I will help you. If in the condition clause, if I have time tomorrow, have present simple in the condition clause, then result clause we have will help, okay, future simple. So first conditional type of sentence, separated by comma, of course, because condition clause comes first than the result clause. Now sentence number 3, if you touch that wire, comma, that's our condition clause because of if, right? You will get an electric shock. Touch is our verb in the condition clause, present simple. No es because you is counted as plural, right? Always remember that. Will get is our future simple form. That is our verb in the result clause. So present simple in the condition clause, future simple in the result clause, that makes a conditional type 1 of sentence. Now, if you want to take a review about the present simple and future simple, watch my video on the present and simple forms of verb. Click this link above. Okay, so let's have some more presentation. Again, conditional sentences type 1 expresses that it is possible and also very likely that the condition will be fulfilled. Okay, so this is the form. You should have an if plus your present simple or present simple present form of verb, or actually present perfect. But for this time, I encourage you to use present simple form of verb. Then will in the result clause, or if your sentence is in the imperative case, you can use can, must, or may. Now, this imperative case, I will discuss this in my next grammar video. Okay? So for now, let's stick to the use of will. Okay? So let's have a few examples here. If I find her address, I'll send her an invitation. So what is our conditional clause? Of course, the first clause, because of if. If I find her address, our verb is find in the simple present form. I'll send her an invitation. Our verb is will send. Again, I'll is a contraction form. You merged I and will. So our verb is will send. Simple future. Simple present in the condition clause. Simple future in the result clause. That makes conditional type 1 sentence. Number 2, sample number 2. If you have studied for this exam, you will pass it. If is in our first clause, so this is now our condition clause. Then our verb is have studied in the present perfect form. I told you there are times that your verb in the condition clause is not in the simple present form, rather in the present perfect form. And in this case, you use have because our subject is you, counted as plural, so you cannot use has. So for a review about the perfect form of sentences, you can watch this video link above. All right. So there are two verbs or helping verbs that you could use for the present perfect form, either has or have. Have if your if your subject is plural, like he has, she has, and have if your subject is plural, like wait. Let's go back again. Has if your subject is singular, like he has, she has. Then have if your subject is plural, like they have, we have. Okay, so in this case, you use have because your subject is you. All right, so let's go now to our result clause. You will pass it. Will pass is our verb, obviously in the future form. So this makes now our conditional type 1 sentence. All right, because you used present perfect form of verb in the condition clause, having the if in it, and then you used future simple form in your result clause. Let's go to our sentence number 3. If it is hot today, we may go swimming. If starts our condition clause and the verb is in the simple present form. Then you used may as your verb in your result clause. And again, I told you if you don't use will, you can either use can or must or may if your sentence is in the imperative form. All right. So this is now again another sample of a conditional sentence type 1. Okay. So let's have some more. If I go out tonight, I will go to the cinema. If starts our condition clause, if I go out tonight. Our verb is go out. Actually, go out is a verb phrase or a phrasal verb, okay? So in my next videos, I will talk about phrasal verbs, all right? So go out is in the simple present form, okay? And then will go in the future perfect form. That's in our result clause. So present simple in the condition clause, future simple in the result clause. That makes conditional type 1 sentence. Another, if we wait here, we will be late. If, then wait, present simple for our condition clause, will be future simple for our result clause. So these are our examples. So I believe you are now ready to answer our sample sentences. If you send this letter now. She received it tomorrow. So how do we answer send? Is it send or sends? Remember, your subject is you, counted as plural. So definitely no S. So your answer must be send because present simple, right? Here, receive. You insert will, so receive will become will receive. So your sentence should be, if you send this letter now, she will receive it tomorrow. I hope you got it right. For sure, many of you got it right. Number two, if I do this test, I improve my English. If, then do. Present simple. So you choose do or does. Remember, your subject is I, counted as plural. So you can never use does. So definitely you still use do. Okay? If I do this test, I insert will improve my English. Yes, you are right. Our answer should be, if I do this test, I will improve my English. Sentence number three. Peggy goes shopping if she have time in the afternoon. This is now a different case because our sentence starts with the result clause, Peggy goes shopping. Then our condition clause, having if as the first word, is in the end part, if she have time in the afternoon. So in this case, no comma, all right? So for the go here, simply insert will. So it becomes will go. Then for the have here, consider your subject, she. Singular or plural? Of course, singular. Okay? So has or have? Definitely you use has. Okay? So your answer should be Peggy will go shopping if she has time in the afternoon. Yes, this is the answer. Number four is similar to sentence number three. Simon go to London next week if he get a cheap flight. Okay? So go, like in number three, insert will. So you say will go. Then get, like in sentence number three, consider the subject. He, singular or plural? Definitely. He is singular. So put S to your verb. He gets a cheap flight. So there it goes. Simon will go to London next week if he gets a cheap flight. Sentence number five. If they study not, so we have now an interrupter, not. Harder, they pass not the exam. So this time you need the help of the do or the does, okay? And consider the subject. Do if your subject is plural. Does if your subject is singular. But in this case, if they being our subject is counted as plural, of course. So you can never use does. You should use do. Then merge it or combine it with your not. So you say don't, okay? If they don't study harder, they will, insert will, combine it with your not or merge it with your not. So you get won't. Won't pass the exam, okay? So that's your answer. If they don't study harder, they won't pass the exam. That's how easy conditional type 1 of sentence is, right? Okay, so thank you so much. I hope you learned something, and let me leave you with this quote. Take your skills to the next level. If you think that you aren't good enough, take your skills to the next level. If you think that you are at the average level, take your skills to the next level. And even if you think that you are really very good at grammar, still take your skills to the next level because we need to improve every now and then. Thank you so much. And if you do like this video, please subscribe to my channel, Teacher Alfred JR, so that you will continue learning English with me. I hope that I have helped you in one way or another. This has been Teacher Alfred saying thank you once again and bye-bye.